Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Southampton. If you missed the last episode, you'll realise, or you won't realise, but you'll soon realise that we need to have a certain amount of points after 5 games. That value is 8 points after 5 games. We've played one of them where we got 1 point. So, 7 points out of 4 games. Today, Newcastle and Leicester are our opponents. We've played no matches in between episodes, so we're going to jump straight in to the Newcastle game. The good news for us, Newcastle are in woeful form. The bad news for us is Newcastle will eventually not be in woeful form, and I suspect they might beat us today because they're at home. They are odds-on favourites. They are 16th place in the league. So this episode is against 16th and 17th. If we're going to win any games that we need to win, these are the 2 games that we should be able to win. The starting lineup we're going to go for then. Alex McCarthy will be the goalkeeper. Vestergaard, Yoshida and Hoot will be the back 3. Cedric and Patrick will be the 2 fullbacks. Sangaré will be the ball-winning midfielder alongside Mario Lemina today. Stuart Armstrong, who got his first goal for the club against Crystal Palace in the last episode, will be playing alongside Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who's going to be that Unganch. And Danny Ings is going to be the striker today, although every time I see... Well, I say every time. All of my strikers... 6.38, that's Gabbiadini, 6.36, Charlie Austin is a 6.48. Our strikers are awful, and there's not a lot we can really do about it, because the transfer window's shut. Or maybe there is. Michael Obafemi, the 18-year-old Irish striker, he's already played a couple of Carabao Cup games for me, so maybe he's the man, isn't he? It's going to happen. I've stuck Michael Obafemi in. This is going to end badly. If young Michael Obafemi scores a goal today, I'm claiming tactical genius and I'm the best manager in the world, even though we are still going to be sat like 17th place in the table, even if we do win. If he doesn't score, I'm probably the worst manager in the world, which is probably more likely. Throw on for Newcastle, Yedlin. Armstrong heads forward, but Jonjo Shelvey is going to get there first. Plays it inside. Fernandez. Ki Sung-young. All the way across to DeAndre Yedlin, plenty of space to run into, and he's got the legs to do it, crosses in, Kennedy doesn't get there, it's coming back, son of a bitch, get off the pitch, get off, that was awful goalkeeping, I've had enough of you, Angus Gunn is coming on, that was just appalling, why didn't you save that, Solomon Rondon with a goal, and I know I've just made a knee-jerk reaction to bring my goalkeeper off after 15 minutes, but after this type of attempted save, fists it clear because he can't grab, and then... What was that? What was that? What were you doing there? 20 minutes in, Newcastle on the ball again. Kennedy on the left-hand side, back to Key. Forward, Rondon's there. Rondon on the volley, hits it wide of the post. It said Gunn does brilliantly to put it wide of the post, and it wasn't a corner. This is a corner though. Ritchie takes it. Sangaré clears. Kennedy gets there first though. Back out to Matt Ritchie, the former Bournemouth player. Into Kennedy in the penalty area. Jonjo Shelvey, back to Kennedy, back to Ritchie. Ayoze Perez has an effort, hits it wide of the post. Since Angus Gunn has come on, he's on a 7.0 rating, so I feel like I should probably be playing him more often because McCarthy is just not very good. Half time then, it is 1-0 to Newcastle, and what a surprise, we haven't had a shot on target. Aggressively shout at people, people look fired up, you, passionately, there's a lot more to come from you, maybe that will help, because I feel like it's a bit harsh shouting at the 18-year-old on his debut. If we lose both of these games today, we could be sacked by the end of this episode. That's genuinely a thing that can happen. Patrick has picked up an injury. We're an hour in. Bertrand's going to have to come on. I've got one more sub to do. I'm thinking it's going to be Michael Obafemi for Charlie Austin. What is Austin? He's a natural poacher. Okay, that is all we can do. And then I'm going to just have to go go attacking, demand more. Come on, we need 2 goals. We need to score 2 goals. Not 1, 2 goals. We've got 20 minutes. We've got 10 minutes. I can genuinely see us getting sacked at the end of this episode. So, if we don't score now, it's going to happen. We've got 5 minutes. Nothing's happening. No highlights. Not a single shot on target. All game. Again. I don't know whether it's something broken with my formation or the Saints strikers or just the game. Because... we can't play well. Our strikers just do not play well at all. We've got a minute to play. I don't think anything's going to come of this. If something does, it's all over. There wasn't a minute to play. There was 5 seconds to play. We've lost again. 0 shots on target. What a shower of crap. Aggressively, everyone's coming in for extra training tomorrow. Seriously, it's not extra training if you do it every week. In 2 days, we've got Leicester. The best news ever, we are not the first manager in the Premier League to get sacked. That goes to Leicester City's Claude Puel, who we play in 3 days' time. So they're going to have probably a new manager, a new lease of life, and they're going to beat us. So we're going to be the second manager sacked after, 3 days later, after Claude Puel. This is potentially then the final game in charge of Southampton before we get sacked. Unless we can pull off a victory, or even a draw here. A draw here would mean we still go in with 2 more games to play, needing to get 2 wins against Manchester United and Watford. If we lose, we can't get enough points against Watford and Man United, and we will be out of the door. The starting lineup we are going to go for then. In goal will be Angus Gunn, partially because he played really well against Newcastle, but secondly, Alex McCarthy has injured himself for the best part of a month. Yoshida, Orban and Wesley Hoot will be the back 3. Mikel Antonio will be the right-sided wing-back. Ryan Bertrand will be the left-sided wing-back. Sankere and Romeu in the middle. Armstrong and Elyounoussi just behind the striker of Shane Long, who's going to be playing as a pressing forward. I've added some in-transition bits in here to see whether that makes a difference. It probably doesn't. What I'm also going to do, up the tempo. Try playing it a little bit quicker. Maybe that's what we're missing. It probably isn't at all. A 4-4-2 then for Steve Beaglehole's Leicester. He's just come in. He is the he's the caretaker manager after Claude Puel has been sacked. We need a win. That's the only option. We need to get a win here, and then maybe we need to hope for a win against Watford, and then possibly a draw against Manchester United. If we don't beat Watford, it's all over anyway. 17 minutes on the clock. Andre Gray runs forward, gets tackled by Romeu, but keeps going and keeps the ball, keeps going all the way through, has an effort. Angus Gunn makes an easy save. How did he keep the ball? I have no idea. 5 minutes to go of the first half, and that Demarai Gray effort was the only thing we're going to get in the first half. Ryan Bertrand has been quite error-prone today. Why? Always someone in my team is quite error-prone, and I don't understand why. That's not how real football works. People actually have consistency. No substitutions at half-time. Apparently, Mikel Antonio is probably one of our best players on the pitch, which is worrying because he's not really played much football and he's playing out of position. I'm going to change my mentality to positive. I'm hoping it's going to maybe push us a little bit further up the field. Iborra with the ball for Leicester. Albrighton. Ricardo runs down the right, gets past his man, back to Albrighton, crosses in. Iniacho's there, Demarai Gray's there, he's hit the bar, and Ryan Bertrand can smash it clear for us. That should have been a goal. Albrighton in, Antonio clears it. Shane Long is the slowest human on the planet at the moment. Wes Morgan to Ricardo, leaps over a tackle, finds Fuchs. Evans back to Fuchs, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Shane Long is pressing Kasper Schmeichel, but isn't going to get there in time. Wesley Hoot head forward. Shane Long is the only one there, and he's not going to get it. Once again, Ricardo Pereira back to Kasper Schmeichel, who keeps running out of his area. Forward ball, westward, Iniacho, Okazaki has a go. Angus Gunn makes a save. It looked like he might have been behind his line. It's headed off by Mark Albrighton. Was it in? It was a great save. It was actually on the line. And I'm thinking we probably need to do a sub to try and score a goal. Right, we're going to go for that. I don't know whether it's a good idea. So Armstrong has dropped into a deep-lying playmaker. Elyounoussi off for Charlie Austin. We're going 2 up front. We need to find a goal, and I don't think we're going to get one. And I think this is one of the problems I'm finding with this game. It's not the fact that we concede. It's the fact that we never, ever score goals. If I learn how to work out how to score goals, we'll be fine. We'll be nailing it. We'll probably be in a Champions League spot at this point. But at the moment, we can't score goals to save our lives. Schmeichel with a goal kick. There's 15 minutes to play. Sankere forward finds Charlie Austin. He's got on the right Mikel Antonio. Runs down, crosses in, and Kasper Schmeichel easily claims the ball. That is not the whole highlight. He's trying a counter-attack. Finds Iniacho. Westward. Kieran Westwood all the way across. Gezel cuts back inside. Back to Westwood. Forward. Demarai Gray. Gray across to Fuchs. Fuchs, is he going to run down the left and cross it in? He crosses it in. It's deep. Bertrand doesn't bother going for the header, and the effort is over the bar anyway. Demand more. I need to do something. We've got 10 minutes left to play. I've got subs still to use. Sankere off for Ward-Prowse. I'm thinking Armstrong off as well for Veloso. Veloso can be an advanced playmaker. Let's push everyone up there. We need to do something. a point here is not enough. A point here is definitely not going to be enough, and it's not going to happen. It's going to be a 0-0 draw unless something comes in this next 45 seconds. Fuchs crosses in, Ricardo's there, Okazaki is there, it is over the bar. It is going to end 0-0 at St Mary's, and we are going to end our tenure as Southampton manager with just the 2 points out of a possible 9. Is what we were hoping to get. We could have won all 3 games. Austin heads down, Antonio across, headed forward. It's all over. It's a 0-0 draw. And once again, we've been sacked in the beta. I say sacked. We haven't yet. We've still got 2 more games. We can't hit the points target. Or maybe we can. I think we can. So we haven't been sacked because we can hit the points target. We need to beat West Ham, Watford and Manchester United. It's unlikely to happen. But this is the problem. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games this season we haven't scored. 7 games we've not scored in 16. 9 games we have scored. Right, so we've scored 13 goals. How have we only scored 13 and 3 of them were against Tottenham? Right, we've got 7 days to wait until the Watford game and the Manchester United game. I don't know what to say apart from I think next episode we're going to get sacked. It's going to happen. We're still all right in the points target. I'm going to go check the board. We're very insecure. Match performance. So they were happy with the 0-0 draw with literally no comments. They were happy with a 2-2 draw, although frustrated at conceding a late equaliser. Losing to Newcastle. Disappointed about losing to relegation rivals. Lack of exciting football. Lack of chances created. Lack of ability to retain possession. It's every match is the same story. Beating Burnley, they were still disappointed that we played poor football. What would they say losing 5-0 to Liverpool? They would have They actually hated us losing 3-1 to Chelsea less than the 5-0 to Liverpool. I don't understand that. Right, in the lead up to the Watford and Manchester United games, we are doing evening sessions every single day because we need to do it. And it is going to be on, I think, is it technical? Chance creation. Yes, we're doing chance creation, and then that time we're going to do chance conversion. This is literally what we're going to do every evening. We're going to do that until we actually score some goals. Then, against Manchester United, we're going to do exactly the same thing. Attacking, no, technical, chance conversion, yes. Right, so we've got 2 solid weeks of hard work leading up to Christmas, which is going to suck at this time of year. That is going to be cold, horrible travelling, horrible weather. I said travel because I saw travel there. So yeah, next episode is going to be Watford, is going to be Manchester United. We need to win both games. If we win both, we get our 8 points that we needed set by the chairman. If we lose or draw either one of those games, it's done. We are sacked. It's unfair because it's so close down here. If we won, we concede too many, we don't score enough. It sounds really obvious, but that's the problem. I don't even know how to fix it. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Southampton. If you did enjoy, you are a sadistic human being. But if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time for Watford and Manchester United, and then ultimately getting fired and possibly looking for a new job or maybe reappointing myself as the Southampton manager.